everybody, this is Quotidian Light, and this is a two-part video. One, I just want to talk about a change that I'm going to be going through for the next year, and two, I would like to put out a call for any advice. As you guys know, pretty much from the beginning of my lock journey, I have been very adamant about not using Castile soap, shampoo bars, um, baking soda, and the like on my locks. And that's been for two reasons. One, those products are not, they're bases, both baking soda and shampoo bars, natural soaps. They're all very base. They're like usually around a 9, and I think our skin is like 4.5, 5, maybe 6. Um, our skin is just slightly acidic, and then here we go and we put this base on it. And I've been very against it for a couple reasons. One, because it's not pH balanced, I don't think it's good for the hair. In hard water, they can get buildup. And because I have seborrheic dermatitis, most natural shampoos, natural soaps have things in them that I'm allergic to. I can't have any tree nuts. If a soap doesn't have enough emolliency, it just aggravates my seborrheic dermatitis. And I found it just much easier to keep up my scalp as long as I stayed with really, really high-end salon products. I also, since I had color on the ends of my hair, like all this was color. People ask me now, what color is my hair? This is no longer color. This is the absence of color. I used to have color. The color washed out. This is what my hair was when it was just lifted a couple levels. So that isn't actually a shade that I can tell you. But because it was colored, it had really, really special requirements. And I was really big into maintaining every inch possible in the beginning. Now I'm a little bit more comfortable with trimming my locks. Like, I've been trimming them for a long time. I'm looking forward to getting them up to the point where it's just black hair. Like, eventually all of these dyed ends will be gone just because it's easier to deal with. And because as I get older, I'm kind of hoping that I'll go gray because I really like the look of gray locks. That's in the air. Both my biological mother isn't gray yet, and she's, you know what, late 50s, early 60s. And my grandma didn't go gray until she was way older. But, you know, I got 3, and I would really be stoked to have salt and pepper gray locks. And that's only going to happen if my hair is black. Otherwise, it's going to be salt, pepper, and this, like, but like brown color that's not really a color. But the most important thing that's making me go change my routine is next year, both of my kids are going to be in college. And when I got pregnant, I had been on this grand adventure. I had been traveling around the US, and I had been talking about extending that into overseas. And I've never been out of the country. Because of that, because I want to write full time, all my work now is freelance. There's really no reason for me to stay here, and I'm realizing the more I look into it, I can actually live on what I earn while traveling easier than I can staying in the States. So my plan is when my son goes to college next year, that I'm going to just pick up and move and just stay on the move and work on my writing and explore the world. That's making me come to a really drastic decision that I need help with. I got a choice. That 3-ounce liquids rule on the airplane, that 3 ounces can be used up with my hair or for my face. And when I don't take good care of my face, when I don't use the products on my face that I use, my skin just goes crazy. Like right now it's crazy because I didn't use one of my products for like 2 weeks. My face just goes crazy when I don't use my products. And the products I use are hard to get in certain countries. And so I don't want to be using up the 3-ounce rule with hair products. I can get hair oils anywhere. But what I'm trying to do is move as many of my toiletries and products to bars and powders as possible. So here comes in the shampoo bar. I need to find a shampoo bar that isn't going to jack my hair up. That is a tall order. I also need to do it before I leave, because if I'm constantly changing products and I'm away from home where it's hard for me to get my medicine for my scalp, I just can't deal with a major scalp flare up when I'm in some random third world country. It would be good if I found these products well in advance of leaving the US. So, if any of you use shampoo bars, especially if you have a bad scalp, or if you've used some shampoo bars that really didn't work for you and then you found one that did, can you please leave the name of it in the down bar? I can't use Dr. Bronner's. I can't use anything with nuts in it. But if you have a shampoo bar that's just been really gentle for you, that gets your locks clean, that doesn't irritate your skin, and like I said, especially if you've used others that have bothered you and then you found one that didn't bother you, can you please leave that in the down bar, because I am on the search. I think I'm going to try Anita Grant first, just because I know that she's been researching her stuff for a decade and a half. So I feel really comfortable that she's probably looked into a lot of these pH issues, and is using herbs and botanicals that are really calming. But I'm throwing out a wide open net. Do you know of anything that works that's a bar? Same thing for face. I'm trying to get all my liquids just into my actual skincare. And so if my face wash is something that's a bar or a powder, then that would be great. Right now I'm using Tatcha, but I would like to find something a little cheaper than the Tatcha powder. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just really trying to prepare for this. I have a spreadsheet where I'm dealing with where all I want to go, what I can take with me, weights of everything I'm considering taking. Ideally, I would like to have everything I own in a carry-on size backpack and a secondary pack. And I would like to start off my journey with a hike through the John Muir Trail. So I got a lot of planning to do. A lot of planning to do. And I can use any of your advice that you might have. On that note, ciao.